Have you ever wondered who you could be if you had no limits? What if I told you that the person you are right now isn't set in stone? That you have the power to be anyone you wish? In this video, we're diving deep into the philosophy, psychology, and stories that show you how to transform yourself into the person you've always wanted to be. The power of belief. Carol Dweck, a Stanford psychologist, introduced the idea of a growth mindset. She found that people who believe their abilities can be developed through hard work, good strategies, and input from others are more likely to succeed than those with a fixed mindset, who believe their talents are innate and unchangeable. In her research, Dweck showed that students with a growth mindset perform better academically and are more resilient in the face of challenges. This mindset can be applied to any area of life, including personal identity and self-transformation. In short, people with a growth mindset never stop believing in themselves and their abilities. Quote, "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right." Henry Ford. Philosophical approach. Sartre, a 20th century French philosopher, is known for his idea that existence precedes essence. This means that humans are not born with a predefined purpose or identity. Instead, they create their essence through their actions and choices. Sartre emphasized the freedom and responsibility each individual has to shape their own life. Sartre's philosophy encourages the idea that you can define who you want to be, rather than being defined by your past or by societal expectations. Quote, "Man is condemned to be free, because once thrown into the world, he is responsible for everything he does." Jean-Paul Sartre. Historical story. Diogenes was a Greek philosopher and one of the founders of Cynicism. He lived in the simplest conditions, often in a large ceramic jar, and challenged the cultural norms of his time. His philosophy was about living in virtue and in agreement with nature, rather than conforming to societal expectations. Diogenes is known for his famous encounter with Alexander the Great. When Alexander offered to grant him any wish, Diogenes replied, "Stand out of my sunlight." This story illustrates Diogenes' commitment to living on his own terms, embodying the idea that one can choose how to live and who to be, regardless of external pressures. It is a statement typical of Diogenes, the ultimate minimalist who valued simplicity and authenticity above all. Diogenes' life serves as a powerful example of creating one's identity based on personal choices and likes and dislikes rather than societal norms. Here are some practical steps to become anyone you wish. This step involves imagining the person you want to become. Research in psychology suggests that visualization can be a powerful tool in achieving goals. By clearly defining who you want to be, you set a direction for your actions and decisions. Step 2. Adopt new habits. James Clear's Atomic Habits. Clear's research shows that small, incremental changes in habits can lead to significant transformations over time. The idea is that identity is shaped by what you repeatedly do, so by changing your habits, you can change who you are. Start by small. So small that even you get an anxiety attack thinking that this would give no results. Quote, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit." Aristotle. Step 3. Act as if. Adler, an early 20th century psychologist, introduced the idea of acting as if to help people overcome feelings of inferiority. By behaving as though you already possess the qualities of your desired self, you begin to internalize and manifest those traits. This technique can be a powerful way to accelerate personal growth and transformation. Quote, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." Ralph Waldo Emerson. Concludingly, to be the person you wish to be, you need to start acting like you already are. When you're faking something for a long time, you eventually adapt to it.